good. Feel free to jump in at any time and give your thought process or whatever.
Oh, I will.
See, if I was good at this, I'd like cut out this in between part, but
we're lazy and
both.
not good. So we're not good, and we're lazy, so that will prevent us from becoming good.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
That Lucio.
I would have stayed there and taken damage.
Just stayed and taken some poke. Okay.
Just to, cause like you guys rotate, and so if you take damage here, and you bubble yourself and you make sure to take damage, by the time you rotate with your Ryan, your cooldown should be back.
Okay. So walk into them, make them shoot at me, bubble, and then drop through the second doorway to go meet Jackson on point.
Right.
Okay.
Because I think it's hard, like I hate the blue and red, but like these Junkrat mines are from the other team, so you can just bubble, walk into both those. You're at 40 charge.
And
then you can meet up with him because 5, 6, 7. Yeah, your cooldown's already back, and but you're at 30 charge still. Okay, so you have your cooldown still, and you're playing passive already.
Right. Well,
so,
one of the tutorials I read says try to keep one bubble always off cooldown. So I'm waiting for that to get to about 2 before I walk in and try to get some damage and pop my own.
Okay, if that's the case, use yours first, because I'm pretty sure yours...
It's a slower cooldown.
Right.
Yeah, I probably used Ryan's first because he was in that doorway taking damage, and I thought he was going to die.
Yeah. So you bubble the Hanzo, but that looks like it just was an accident.
Oh shit, man, mice, whenever you pause it, the stream for me pauses and doesn't come back immediately.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
It's like 5 seconds before the stream starts again.
Okay, so if I press play right now...
Okay, mine just started right when you pushed pause again.
And then I paused it again. Okay. Well, that's not good. Alright, pressing play right now.
Ooh, yay.
There we go, that worked.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I would say because your bubble got you 0 charge, go in, take some damage, and use your bubble. And I know that'll kind of limit you, but right now, because it's at the beginning of the fight, and they definitely don't have any ults or anything like that.
Right.
I would take the damage, because right now you're not doing that much damage.
Okay. And nobody's running fucking May on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to get out of free card right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So I would take damage right here. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Just stay there for a second. Let Junkrat bomb a couple times, and then pop out. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So far that's my first major point is to just find ways to take more spam damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you want to save one right there, that's fine. You could have either bubbled him or bubbled yourself and then save one. But because you guys are rotating this way and we're rotating this way, you could have even used both and been at maybe 80 charge.
Okay. Yeah, this is huge. All right, still paused.
Yeah, it's still paused.
Damn. Okay. Unpause.
There we go. Now it's moving.
Okay. So I'll just go back like 5 seconds every time I unpause. Okay. Bubble.
Weird charge, Jackson. Weird charge. he was sort of off all night.
The reason I like that charge, for 2 reasons. I went back a little too far, but that's okay. So what?
I like how safe it was, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Across the doorway.
Exactly.
But it seemed like a bit more of a gamble than I would want to take at that moment.
He should be shielding and then do it like as a split second, not like set up for it kind of thing.
Right.
Because he's not
Yeah,
hiding
right.
at that point.
Yeah, everyone knows where he's standing.
Yeah. I like that. That's just unlucky.
Fucking squirrel. I hate Junkrat so much. in the last game, Squirrel solo ulted me like 9 times.
Oh no.
And I was like, he's trying to tilt
Oh, I
me.
killed too.
Dang
And
you.
I'm just gonna stay calm.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I
So-
will not let him
okay.
tilt me with his silliness.
So yeah. So you had the right idea there, but you
When I
bubbled
went
on your way out. You should bubble
Oh,
then
okay.
make your way out. So like
Okay.
you can bubble now, and then go back as opposed
Right.
to starting to run back.
Okay, yeah, all right. So it's the same basic ideas. I need to work on using my bubbles more deliberately to build charge, rather than just saving my friends and myself whenever massive damage is happening.
Right. Yeah, I'd say the way I try to do it is I'll use both bubbles to instantly get high charge at the beginning of the fight, because most likely at the beginning of the fight your healers still have their healing, your tanks are at full health, so hopefully somebody's not going to die at the very beginning of the fight. As long as they can make the 8 seconds for your personal to come back, then you have one available and you're at 80 charge instead of 40 or less because you're trying to save them. You are against the blue team. That's good saving you, Lucio. So, like, walk into that fire strike. Your team is respawning right now. You can
And
take that damage.
Yeah, okay. And that gives me a nice 20 something charge, but there's some fucking Junkrat things too. It probably is going to be 40 charge instantly.
Yep,
There's
absolutely.
and actually, I'm going to take some damage if I walk into that fire strike and then run into those 2 Junkrat mines.
But that's
going to suck.
That's okay because your healers can heal. It's not going to kill you,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's not going to kill me, and I still have shields. Even if my healers don't heal me immediately, that's not into my HP yet.
Exactly.
And there's a health pack to my right. Tried so hard to keep everybody alive.
Yeah.
And that's like, well, oh well.
Yep.
We just got double ulted. It happens.
Yeah. Nothing you can do there. Nothing you can do there. That's when you hope your Baptiste has immortality and places it where they can't hit it, but it still protects
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, this one, both of these maps that we lost on Lijiang, we won the first fight and then lost the second big fight and couldn't retake.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go back. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, where did Jackson go?
So you guys are taking a whole bunch of damage. The other thing that's good about using your self bubble is that, like, it's getting you charged, but then it's also protecting the damage on Ryan's shield.
Right, it creates a shadow and a distraction.
Yeah. So you rotate this way, and Jackson's left. He's back there. And then it looks like his shield broke, and then everybody got picked.
And Jackson dives in.
Yeah, he did that over and over again.
Yeah, and twice he got him killed on control center.
Yeah. I would have waited until this immortality field was gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there it's up.
It's
Your
out
Reinhardt,
already, yeah.
your Reinhardt is distracted. Hopefully your Hanzo and stuff are behind you.
We were talking about it, so
Okay.
I mean, I knew Ice had ults, and we were trying to coordinate. Anytime Katie's on the team, we're pretty good about coordinating shit.
Okay.
Anytime she's not, we're less good about coordinating shit.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
Fuck. I hate Junkrat so much.
Oh, the round was over anyways. Okay.
Yeah, we weren't going to be able to recap anyway. It was that second push when we needed to not die in the grab dragons that you did into us in order to retake. And then we play pretty well here. I think I switched to Orisa, I don't remember. I think we do Orisa Ball. Yeah, we play Orisa Ball through here. And this goes pretty well. This is a good map for us. I have a really fun yoink on Venus.
Nice.
Oh, maybe it was on Banger. It must have been on Banger. It was on whoever's playing Rhine. Yoinks is like, good yoinks is the only joy in playing Orisa. So you got to kind of live for it. That and convincing some Rhine to charge into you when you have Fortify and just like blowing his dumb face off. That's also really fun.
Your team is okay. I guess it's just your half your
Yeah,
team is gone.
I told them I was going right. Nobody fucking listens to me.
Yeah.
Because what we were supposed to do is we were all supposed to go right and leave Jackson to play ball games on the left, but
And
it didn't
everyone
matter.
is split up. I would put your shield down.
I think I shot it across to try to give Ice something to play behind. No, there, I threw it down.
Yeah.
I'm so close to death.
So like you could put it down right now.
Yeah, just
Right.
shoot it into the ground, and
Yeah.
you got something to play with.
Yeah, just because
play
right
around
now
it.
you're just a sitting duck, and by the time you actually put it down, it would have been back off cooldown.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times I shoot one through the window as soon as I get within reach from spawn, because it's always off cooldown by the time I get back to point here. And it gives something to play around at least. It might irritate the enemy. Going, Katie, no! Such a risky res.
This is just tough.
Yeah, it's just a brawl. I managed to yank him off of me and live, though. Oh god, just can't quite finish. Tengu, you're too good of a healer. This is really irritating. Watching you not let me
Yeah,
kill
that
squirrel.
McCree was popping off. Wow.
Yeah, also. You on squirrel.
So the significant difference in this one, and we end up winning, is I think we win not this fight, but the fight after. I haven't reviewed it, so I'm just doing it from memory.
Yeah.
But we're able to recap, and then from that recap, we hold. And I think it's because I dropped Banger off the edge. It's just one of those like amazing free picks, right? He's pushing, and he didn't realize how close he was to the edge.
That's a
And
good
trying to
shield for
give
the
cover.
Mercy. Yep.
Yeah, trying to give cover against the high noon too. Just something. Oh, look at Katie. Trying to get everybody together before we push.
That is the main struggle.
Jackson's still on ball. That's right.
Marissa's shield is so bad now.
You know.
So what I would say, because her shield is so bad, and I know that you're kind of alone and it's scary, but when you put your shield up here, get up to this point, because then
Get up to it? Okay.
because then you're what actually happens is you kind of get stuck in this middle room, and then when your shield drops, you just take a whole bunch of damage. Now I know it's maybe it's scary because like they have a Pharah and stuff, and she could boop you off, but especially if they don't have a Pharah, you'll want to use this doorway as like your second shield as for the corners.
And play around the edge of that doorway with the gap behind me.
Right.
I think what backed me off is I heard Ryan charge and got nervous.
Okay, but you have your fortify.
Yeah.
So if you want to just instantly fortify on a Ryan charge, just in case, totally fine.
Right. Oh, that was smash. But I think we win this fight anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah. Upcoming is my personal favorite play of the day. Because I come over this way and realize you're all pushing the other direction. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a sneaky yoink, but I don't get it. I don't get it immediately. I'm like, start thinking about it now, and I get it way. I don't get this one. His shield's up. I know it's not gonna work.
I like the bongo.
Yeah, they're totally engaged. There it is. Yoink. Oh no, it was Venus.
Nice.
Alright. Oh, there it is.
Oh no, there it is.
Excellent.
Oh, that was my personal favorite play of the whole night for sure. Yeah, I've been thinking. I know Ryan's going to come to that door, and I'm going to try to yank him off the back edge.
So what you can do with your pulls, if you pull high, it's better because their limited mobility comes back when they hit the ground. So if you pull them up, then they'll go up and be slow, fall down, and then be slow still, as opposed to just move and then they have their full.
Yeah, it's a
mobility
minor
back.
stun. When I'm working, trying to do like halt hook combinations, I will do more lifting, or if I'm trying to lift up for ice, for sure. A lot of times when I'm using them here, I'm just trying to get people further away from me. So I'm letting it go past them and then yanking them back.
Right.
Or at least that's what I think I'm doing in retrospect.
Right. But it's still good to have them go up a little bit.
I got to work on shooting over their heads as well as behind.
Step rider.
Man, it seems like you got to 100 so fast.
It's always so quick.
Watching these VODs back over seems so much quicker than playing it.
But it's like, it feels quicker than playing them, but then it also takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Or 20 minutes. I had a coach for a while. I haven't stopped doing VODs with her because it just was so annoying for me to upload VODs. But it would take like 2.5 hours to get through a VOD because she would criticize every micro decision I made.
Oh, well, do you want
She was-
that?
I mean, no, I couldn't learn that much all at once.
Right, exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, I have to say, all right, what are like the 3 things I'm going to work on? And she, like, all of her insights are right, and I'm like, yeah, that's totally smart. But it's just too much. I can't absorb all of it at that volume.
You're right.
So, but yeah, those would be like we take we take a 12-minute match and spend 2.5 hours like breaking it down slowly. And that was before we had the like replays from different perspectives. She'd want like, I want your perspective, and then I want like 3 other perspectives.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
my
also
God.
think like there's different levels of review you should do for different ranks, right? Like all your micro positioning and stuff is not necessarily what you need to work on, right? Like it's important, but if you're a foot to the right, if you're halfway wrapped around the corner instead of 3/4 around the corner, that's not going to matter at this level as much as it's going to matter at Masters or GM or something.
The lessons I needed at that point were things like, don't try to have a Zen versus Widow duel once you're at gold, because some of them will actually hit you.
Right.
Yeah, that was the kind of lesson I needed at that point. And they're like, okay, so if you're playing Anna, you have to remember that you're playing Anna in silver. You have no support from anybody. Don't play Anna in silver.
Yes, that's 100% correct.
So it was all good advice, but definitely I didn't need the super granular stuff.
That's good. Your Reinhardt is not with you, yeah. Okay, there we go.
No, I was pushed too far forward, and we'd lose people and lose this fight because they thought I was walled on the wrong side and tried to save me. We had a conversation about it. And I was only pushed too far forward by about like a little bump, right? Like I need to be
Right.
backed up to, what is the other like obstacle, that column in the middle? I need to be backed up like close enough that I can slip behind that instead of shoving as far forward.
Right. I would stay right here. Because you have line on the
right
door.
there, exactly.
Yep.
I can cup out the other side for a line on the door, and I have 3 layers of cover to kind of like work behind
Exactly.
as I drop backwards.
Exactly. And especially, like, if you're Reinhardt, if you see the big shield in front of you, you can play wherever the Rhine is, right?
Yeah, I called
like,
for us to. I called tank line move up. Let's go. But
Okay.
for some reason, Jackson stayed to cap when I would have had. If it had been up to me, it would have been,
just
our
Lucio
other people.
or Lucio and
yeah,
Doomfist or
Lucio comes
something.
up with us, and Doomfist and McCree can cap or whatever. just like so we could. I really didn't want to let you guys through that door.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's smart. But yeah, you get a little. Oh, okay, a lot of it too far.
Yeah, I get greedy. I thought they were more with me back in vacation. And on Anubis, Jackson does the same thing, but like I'm not with him
Yeah.
because I was turned to chase your widow ass around, and he literally charged right when I did that.
Like as a side note, I really like Venus's brother Reinhardt.
Oh, Venker. Oh, that's
I like
Venus's
his
brother.
playstyle.
Oh, cool. He's a little easier to flummox than Venus, but he's good. He's solid.
Yeah, he's.
See, there's
Oh,
Jackson's
yeah.
first charge through Get Wall to Die. He
He
does it
did
again.
a lot. Yeah.
He does it again, and he says I tried to hit the wall. I don't know what happened. No, dude, you just YOLO charged because he was getting sick and his brain wasn't working full speed. He was definitely not at his best.
So keep spamming here. Like I know you're waiting for your team, but you're most likely not going to die right away with Moira right there. So just keep spamming your right clicks into there.
Okay.
And then you could take some damage while Ryan's coming back.
Okay. Yeah. That was a good wall. That was just a good wall. Yeah, and we're not going to win this fight because it was a really good wall followed by a really good wizard. Oh, maybe we do win this fight.
Step rider.
No, I think we'd still win this.
I think you guys clutch because we don't win this map. Oh, great block though.
Oh my fucking god, that block.
So good. He blocks a couple like that. Jackson is so much better at blocking than me. It's one of my Ryan skills I just am not that good at. So we do win this fight.
Trap.
And now I stay smart. I'm saying
Yeah.
trap. He almost walked onto it anyway. Nice little charge.
So I would bubble a little sooner here.
Okay.
Like as soon as the monkey is on him, you can bubble because you're already
Okay.
at 63% charge. So you only
Uh-huh.
need, I mean like 40 gets you to 100, but you only need like
Right.
20 to 30. So just the monkey with the zap a
Yeah,
little
okay.
bit will get you there, and then you'll have the cooldown faster later. Especially when he gets inside the monkey bubble, then you really want to bubble him.
And yeah, okay.
Jeez, squirrel! Oh my god.
That was the story of our whole night, right? Like, Squirrel has some huge, obnoxious fucking tire. And I'm like, all right, now I'm dead and alone on point, so that's about to be over. Squirrel. Yeah, I find Junkrat so tilting. Just his existence as a character. And everything about him, I find him like gross and weird and freaky. He's like,
Yeah.
he looks like he smells bad. And yeah.
Now you know how we failed when you had Aradesh on fucking Junkrat.
Yeah.
800 hours on him.
I've played Pugs against Daradash enough time. There it is, number 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't.
And we fucking, that loses the fight for us. Now, that grab I've got is garbage.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what he was doing.
He said on his screen, he had a latency thing, and instead of hitting the wall and stopping, he like hit the wall, slid sideways, and kept going through. But I mean, you saw what the game saw. He
Okay.
went straight through that
I mean,
door.
yeah, it looked like he was going right through the door. I do like that grab, even though it didn't really follow through too much.
Yeah, I
Because,
think no one followed.
like, I guess you should keep shooting into that grab though, because it was the
Okay.
Anna and the Ryan. Just keep an eye on the kill feed, and the Ryan gets nanoed, so like that's fine if you want to ignore him. But since you guys got the touch,
I didn't think anyone else was on point. I
Right.
thought I was the furthest forward, is I think what that was, and I felt like I needed a touch. So I turned my back on that. I
Okay.
think that's what I was thinking there.
okay, so Lucio contested at 97, which means it will go into overtime for sure.
Okay.
And then
Katie
yeah,
got her touch.
and then
Okay,
you'll
Katie's
wanna-
on already. All right.
yeah.
So I probably can kill the Ana if I stay focused on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Especially if you all would have stayed focused on that.
Yeah, if we all in on that. All right.
And you might not have been able to kill the Reinhardt because he was nanoed. But
if we could drop Ana, then Tango's your only heals.
Right,
and,
right.
Like we might be able to win that fight and just outlast the Nano Rhine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
yeah,
hopefully
I mean, that's like a lot of maybes there, but you got to go for the maybes if you're going to get anything to work.
Right.
Yep.
And Jackson, well, because you have no cooldowns, you can kind of ignore the Rhine because he's nanoed, so hopefully you can get a kill on somebody else. And then hopefully Jackson is paying attention to the Rhine in case he has Shatter, which kind of seals the deal, it looks like.
Yeah. Banger's got Shatter going into that fight, which we predicted, I'm sure.
Okay, I want to see when you got grabbed, though. Okay. Okay, it was for the last fight. Okay. Cool. All good. Here. It's hard, because, like, you want to kill the trap, but I would still go after the Junkrat here.
Okay.
That's what I was
ignore the
thinking.
trap. All right.
I mean, the fight is...
Let
the
my team
fight's...
take care of themselves.
Well, the fight's lost, right?
Yeah.
Maybe with Ice getting that and Wenger dying, you can pull it back, but you need one more kill to end it. So this trap is not that important because it's now only a 3v3. You know it's there, so only 2 people in your team might fall into it.
Right.
And if you can kill the Junkrat, that's a lot of damage taken off the table.
Yeah. I'm sure what I was thinking is Jackson's backing up into that trap, but he died before he got there, so.
Right. And then the other thing is, because you have your bubble back, your personal back now, you can get right up in that Junkrat's face.
Yeah, I can. If I've got a personal, I can win a 1v1 for Junkrat, especially if I'm at 80% charge.
Yep.
Like, I can absolutely cut a Junkrat to pieces at that range if I've got my personal bubble.
Yep. And see,
especially
I
since
got
I know where his
kill.
fucking trap is.
Exactly.
I am still in the fight.
Yep.
So through this area, I need to take more poke and build more charge as we move in for this last fight. Though this shouldn't be the last fight. It ends up being the last fight because Jackson charges gets walled.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for his dumbass to respawn before we can go.
Yeah, that would have been interesting
he
if if he didn't just.
Yeah, because I've got the grab and oh no!
You know. I'm glad you're shooting at the wall just in case you guys can break it in time, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a big risk.
In theory, we have a team policy of shoot at the most central column you can see, so everyone's always shooting at the same one, but we haven't really gotten good at that yet. Like, if I were to ask everyone which column we shoot at, I think like 2 people would remember, even though we've talked about it twice. And it would be Katie and maybe Parker.
Okay, so let's see. What do you... You kind of are alone. Okay, I want to go back to the first one. If that's okay. Do you still have time?
Sure, yeah. No, I've got time.
Okay.
I don't have anything I have to do for like 2 hours.
I want to see what your main focus of fire is for this game. Because we talked a lot about bubbles. And it's okay to like I'm not going to call you out on your aim or anything because, you know, aim comes with time. I just want to see who you want to shoot at. Immortality, great.
Whoever's not moving. Anyone with a Discord orb, if we have that. Like, I really try to pile in on whoever's already soft.
That's good.
Though I notice I sometimes get tunnel vision on Roadhog because I hate him so much. And it's dumb because I'm watching him like fucking take a breather, absorb damage, and like he's got a mercy beam on him. Why am I shooting Roadhog? I should stop.
Well, okay, so
I continue doing it.
It depends, right? So there's different times when you're at 28% ult charge, and if the Roadhog is alone, and you feel pretty confident that you're not going to die to him, and you're at high charge, then just lay into him. He's feeding your ult like crazy, right? But if he's there and then there's a Hanzo there also, then I would shoot at the Hanzo, because if you can pick the Hanzo, then you can ult or feed charge off the Roadhog. Um,
Oh.
so you have to like balance between, am I trying to get a pick or am I trying to get ult charge?
Uh-huh. Body blocking for Jackson.
Yep.
He's got that Discord orb on him. This makes him so vulnerable. Shit.
Going for the immortality
Hard to
again.
try there.
Okay.
I should have probably bubbled May.
So what you could do, because you have a May, let's do this. Because you have a May, hopefully your Reinhardt has a lot of protection. You could go over to the right doorway and kind of poke a little bit from that side, because your Reinhardt is in the doorway. So that way, if you need to back up and bubble him, it's only one step back, and then you could bubble him. Or you can take one step if you're getting shot, and then you're hiding behind the wall, and you can shoot through the left doorway. And if your Ryan's in trouble, hopefully Mei can get a wall off. But that way you can do a lot of damage to like kind of their back line, and kind of shoot away from the Ryan shield.
Oh, yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
And pressure whoever's behind.
God damn it.
I just wanted to see the Riptire. Again, that's really why I went there.
This just in Lijiang, he got three person plus Riptires. It's just, I mean, just unfair.
I did love Tengu's amplification matrix there. You must have gotten boosted up because it was like high. I don't know if... Anyways.
Alright,
Trying to
so...
learn more. Aim better.
I would shoot the Zarya on the ground.
Okay. Oh, I think I didn't even see her.
Okay. That's okay.
I think because she was behind the thing. My eyes were all distracted by the noise of the blizzard, and then Ryan. Like, yeah, I don't think I even saw her. I just saw Ryan charging my Ryan.
Okay. So here.
And then I see her here. She's got a bubble on.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't see her there. Ryan charges away. So now he's kind of far away.
Yeah.
And maybe you see the Zarya, maybe you don't. That's fine. Zarya puts a bubble on. But now you've got a whole bunch of people on your left off screen, including the Hanzo, who's very low health, right?
Uh-huh.
Your Reinhardt looks like he's going to die there, because he's... Well, no.
Very low health.
He's very low health, and you don't have a bubble to save him. And
Nope.
their Reinhardt is very high health. So you're not going to get this pick faster than the Reinhardt. Your Reinhardt's going to die, so you need to try to even out the fight somehow.
Hit the Hanzo instead.
If you can hit the Hanzo or their healers that are over there too.
Uh-huh.
I don't know their exact positioning. But yeah. The higher charge you are, the more you want to shoot at the squishies.
Uh-huh. Okay, because they die so fast.
They die very fast.
Yeah. The more high charge I am, the more I try to use my right click too.
Yeah, so I was talking to Mickey about that. If you want to use the right click if you're far away, or if it's a finishing blow, or there's like 3+ of them grouped up.
Right. Sometimes I'll use it just around corners, like I was doing there.
Yeah, that was great.
In the hall.
Yep.
But I can like bomb around corners and pick up a little bit of damage here and there.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. But like right here, I would use laser beam. You're close enough where that laser beam will hit, and that bomb exploded and probably did like 5 damage because it was too far behind me.
Yeah, it's just barely in the splash range. And this is where we get the dragon. And I'm like, damn it, I should have played Diva. Or Sigma, or somebody with a counterplay to that bullshit. And alright, okay, we get one more fight.
Oh yeah, Katie tried to challenge me so many times. She's not having fun.
Yeah. She sort of struggled through this first game. Yeah, I just did not expect Wenger to be
Yeah.
way the fuck over there. Like, I felt like my taking the off angle to set up the grab was smart, but then he was in my fucking pocket.
Yeah. Let's see.
I was gonna like push down the side and grab here, right?
Yeah, I like the idea. I'm just trying to see.
And then I get fire strike. If he hadn't, what he should have done is walked up, hammered me twice, and then hit his fire strike, and he would have killed me. But
Yeah.
instead, he did the fire strike, and I was like, oh god! And stepped on the health pack.
It's hard because you like your idea was good, and then we got like 2 insta picks, so it was kind of
Yeah.
doomed
And
to fail.
I saw your
Really love
stupid
that
mind.
Always see the traps.
It's because I hate Junkrat so much.
Cool.
It's PTSD from all the times I've been diving as Monkey and I get hit with a trap before I actually land on the ground because the trap jumps 6 feet up in the air to grab me and I can see it, right? I'm like, well, there's a trap. Oh well, I guess this dive I'm going to die.
Yes.
Fuck, I hate him so much.
I hate when my mind reacts faster than my fingers, and I'm like, I know there's a trap there, and I'm still pressing W, even though I know I need to let go of W right now.
And then, trap. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
The other thing that I think it's good to use both bubbles pretty early in the fight is the only time your Reinhardt shield is going to be full is at the beginning of the fight. So if you use both bubbles and then back out, you don't need to protect him because hopefully he still has the shield to protect himself for that time.
Uh-huh. I got this was my highlight for this match, was that little section right there.
He's not
And
even
then I
on
get too
point.
excited.
That's the best. He wasn't even on point. He was just standing there.
Yeah, Jackson was just a little off, and it showed, and that was one of those cases. He just wasn't there.
Right here, I might almost stay on top of this wall and rain right clicks down.
Oh yeah, they're so packed in. I'm only at like 20%, but still, I can drop a couple of right clicks and and I could bubble. I bubble somebody over there. And
Yeah.
save them, but it doesn't matter.
We have a Junkrat, so you guys grouped up and
Yeah.
kind of hard.
Yeah. You've got a Junkrat and a May. Let's all try to push through a little gap left on one side of an ice wall and just see what happens.
Yeah, the fire strike probably got like 40% worth of cleave there, and
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, that was a tactically shitty position, and it was my fault for pushing too far forward. Keep taking poke. Hey, what's up?
Medic! Join us in this adventure.
Good wall.
yeah. Okay, so when they have a Mei, try to be like right on your Reinhardt's ass the whole time. Like right
I need to be
here
able
is
to-
perfect. You're perfect range, and then you back out right when he goes forward, and so then you guys get split from each other.
Yeah, I need to be able to bubble and walk in front of him sometimes to take the
Yes.
freeze off. So I need to be able to be at body block range all the time.
Yep.
When we're walking in on a May.
Step right up.
I like that bubble. Great
Oh,
block.
that block was huge. I thought that was easier to go around than shoot through.
DPS kind of cleaned it up while you guys
Yep.
are getting grabbed.
That's
Good,
we're
good.
making space. Look at that May being surprisingly evasive. The secret, one of the things I learned about May play is May's defensiveness is mostly in her wall, her mobility. Right? You use ice block to bait people out and use wall to get away. Sometimes by cutting the environment, sometimes by using it to change elevation.
The other thing, so I know I talked about bubbling him early,
Yeah.
but when he gets slept, and it might have been too quick of timing. It's easier when it's, play by play. But if he gets slept and they have a Rhino, yeah, it's at the same time, so that's fine. You
Yeah,
could
and
try
I
to
mean, I bubbled him immediately, right? Like, am I not supposed to bubble him when he gets slept?
Well, okay, so what I would do, it looks like it happens at roughly the exact same time, but I wouldn't bubble him immediately.
Oh, because they might actually let him sleep.
No, because you want him to take damage to wake him up, then bubble him so that he can get out. If you bubble him here, you get charged, sure, but then he's still asleep, and you have no way to protect him.
Right. Okay.
Because if you...
I let him take the hammer, and then I bubble.
Right. Because if you still have your bubble, and then as soon as you see that Rhine charge, then you bubble him,
Yeah.
then this fight is no longer not winnable.
Right.
He does get out. Oh, so I guess that wasn't the reason you lost this fight.
No, we lost.
But...
We lose the fight because fucking squirrel. And this is the one where I should have killed Junkrat and not screwed around with the trap.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, damn it. Yeah, I should have killed Junkrat at least.
So I don't think you actually even eliminated the trap. I think Doomfist punched it, but that's okay.
Oh, possibly. Yeah, well, I saw Jackson died, might have given up. I was trying to kill it before he backed onto it.
Yeah.
Covering my retreat. No freezes for you, Joey. Almost backed myself into a corner and died there, though. That would have been embarrassing. No!
That's okay, Jackson did it for you. Yeah, you guys definitely could have had this game. You wasted a lot of fights.
Sure. We could have won this one for sure. And we probably could have won Anubis too. Kings Row, you guys played so well.
Yeah.
But we could have won. We could have won this one or Anubis.
So the other thing you can do here is because, well, you said you wanted to get to point. That's fine. And then you get like shattered instantly.
From behind.
Yeah.
But I should have been paying attention and seeing that Katie was on point, right? That she touched and we were going to be okay.
Yeah, just listen for it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you hear that ding, 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 or whatever the sound effect actually is. Which can also be communicated. That beat is really early. Right now is where you should beat. Because you're already lost all of the beat. And that's hard because, like, if we... You know, it seems like you beat because you expected us to push in because that's what we had done every time. But we ended up backing out. Right. So it's, you know, it's hard, right? Like, it's easy in hindsight.
Yeah, I think Katie was expecting a serious push there. Or at least like a whole bunch of Junkrat nonsense spammed into the doorway.
Right. And so what I would do is, if you realize the Lucio touches here, I would wrap around, and maybe this is just my playstyle, but I would wrap around this block on the left.
Yeah, okay. So like little barrier so you can come up the other side.
Right. And kind of just, because I like to play with separated from the Rhine, like close enough where I can get to him if I need to, but for the most part, once you're in the fight, the Mei wall is not like going to try to split you up for the most part.
Right, it's not going to be so, and unless we're standing in the choke, we can just run around it.
Right, exactly. So your main form of protection is bubbling him, and so as long as you're within range to do that, I kind of like playing a little bit separate and getting kind of like an off angle, and that way I'm not shooting into shield, or if there's a squishy that's out of position, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, circle around that side.
Yeah. And then I don't know if... How does he kill himself? Wait a second.
Does he charge off the cliff?
But where, though? Because if you go around the other side... That's the other thing. If you go around the other side...
I don't get shattered. You
don't get shattered, and so either you get shattered or he gets shattered instead of everybody getting shattered. But I don't...
I don't know where that...
He must have... Yeah, he must have gone off the edge, because he took Anna. He got the pin on the Anna. I just
Okay,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
how he got out of off the edge.
Gotta be off the back side.
I think it was out of this doorway on the left right here.
Okay. He like charged all the way back to our spawn with her.
I think so, because I don't think you can, from the angle he charges at, I don't think he can get,
Look how weird.
because, let's see. So he doesn't actually get shattered here,
No, he's bubbled.
because he's here.
And he's about to charge, right? He's got that.
Yeah, he's got the animation going, but I don't think you can wrap around this, like, straight ahead,
Yeah, yeah.
this thing, because the doorway's
It's gotta
like,
be down the hallway somehow.
I don't know how he did that. I wish I would have seen that
Fucking
before.
weird.
Anyways, that's not that important, but just
Did
interesting.
Tengu boop him mid charge? Because if Tengu booped him mid charge, all sorts of
Maybe,
crazy shit could have happened.
Yeah,
Oh.
Or possibly Squirrel with a mine.
yeah.
And now we can come up with some stuff where he like slides down the wall and goes out the door or something, right? Charge physics are so fucking weird.
Yeah, they are.
The vacuum.
Oh yeah, the vacuum that Winston's and Mercy's know intimately.
Let me see.
So, my big pointers, my takeaways, especially early in fights,
There it is.
use bubbles more aggressively to get charge.
Yes.
Particularly my own bubble. Be more just like trash damagey with it. Pick up more trash damage whenever possible. 2, I want to, and I'm going to say like I need to consider my positioning to my Reinhardt more situationally. So there are going to be times when I want to be like standing underneath his shield, and times when I want to take a short angle where I can still throw bubbles onto the team, especially my Rhine, but also force them to choose between looking at me or looking at them, preferably with a little bit of cover off the side. I'm less easy to shatter, and I can grab from over there nicely too. So if they're used to me playing in that spot, they won't see a change in my positioning when I have grab.
Right.
Those are the 2 big ones.
Yeah, so like for
Target, and the
this,
third one's target priority. Go for squishies when your charge is high.
yeah. So like, cause like for this doorway, you being in the other doorway is not like absurdly out of position and easy to retreat. And it's just it's a small off angle. Whereas like on Oasis or something on the library, it's not like you want to go all the way to the other side and like you don't want to pincer at Zarya. You just want a slight off angle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not going to the sideline. You're just moving to like 10 yards left.
Right.
Yeah, so you just create small angles that force them to make small choices between who to prioritize their attention on, as opposed to trying to flank.
Exactly.
Hog and May both play very well about that side, about that kind of an off angle too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So, and do you want to do the off angle when you have your personal bubble, just in case?
Yeah. Or I've got cover to play behind.
Yeah, exactly. This is the amplification matrix I was talking about, how it's up in the air
Like
somehow.
up in the air.
I don't know how you did that, Tengu. I think it was the wall, but
You must have set it up on top of a wall.
The
Yeah.
wall. We did like the wall and the matrix was put at the same time. How can I say that? Was placed at the same time?
yeah.
Or do you want a fancy? Do you want like a really fancy way to say it?
Oh.
Yes.
They were placed simultaneously.
Ooh.
It's like-
Simultaneously.
And if you wanted a really fancy way to say it, because they were also placed in the same spot, you would say they share time-space coordinates.
Was there a juxtaposition?
There was a juxtaposition indeed. That is a great use of that word. Again, there are like 7 words for you.
Perfect.
Yeah, that is a very weird thing to see that the Matrix is floating there in the air.
Yeah. I think I saw that from Spawn Room. No, I'm alive. Or maybe just the replay.
Very strange. Anyway, and then for Risa pointers, just be a little bit more assertive with my shield. Like, once I place it, push up to it.
Yeah.
Add more lift, or at least have more vertical halting be kind of in my halt repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are only the 2 things there. Fortify more often, especially now that she's got the shorter cooldown.
Yeah, or if there's something that, if you hear something that is making you tentative, just
bang it.
Just bang it. Reinhardt Charge is a great one to bang it on.
You gotta be patient with the Riptire though, because he can wait it out, fucker.
Yeah.
Like he waited out. He'll wait up. Like Junk can wait out. You know, they just all went a different way than me. Could wait out.
It's
bubble,
interesting because if they're saying, like, if you're getting the scout from the ball that they're coming this way, I would almost play this doorway.
I knew I didn't have any backup though, so I was like, I'm not gonna hang out here by myself.
Okay.
Like, right? I could see their profiles over there.
Oh, this is making me nervous.
Yeah, I don't know where the heck your team is.
We weren't having a great communication at the beginning, and honestly, we shouldn't have won this first fight. Yeah. Somewhere... No, that was a different day.
Did you actually win the first fight?
Maybe we don't.
Yeah, I think
You just got to point faster.
Yeah. But we do win a fight here pretty early on. Like, if not not this first fight, then we come back and win the second. Because then when we lose it, we're unable to retake, and that's how we lose the match. Both of our losses on Lijiang kind of had the same rhythm, which we did pretty strong early. You know, we don't. This goes on for a long ass time, and we eventually fall, but then we take it back.
Damn, so you guys got 40% because you got to the point faster than we did.
Yep. Yep.
That is not good.
Right? Yeah, and I mean, we stalled and grounded out.
Yep. Well, yeah, that was great for you guys. We should have been more on top of that.
yeah.
Just something to give them something to work behind.
Yeah, no, I like that shield.
I like bonking my shield off of existing cover so that it's got a little bit of safety, and also I don't have to aim it very carefully.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
It was just a terrible halt and embarrassing. It was supposed to go down right down the side to try to pull one of the tanks off.
Mm-hmm. Where is it?
One thing that I would also like to add is no, it just got away. I just forgot. Goodbye.
If it comes up again, bring it up again. Yeah, this might have even worked if I hadn't botched that halt. If I take one step further right and shoot it down the side of the wall, I might have been pulled someone off the bridge.
Yeah. So it's okay. So it's not gonna pull me with when I have bubble on.
No, I'd have to go past the shield and pull somebody on the far side. And not you there. I was thinking way down the side of the wall, right? It's people who aren't looking about it and can't see me. If they walk out on the bridge, I could pull them off the side.
Okay.
It goes underneath the shield, right? In that like corner down there. That was the idea. But then I shoot a shitty bubble. Probably because I got distracted by you and was like shot it in between the two potential targets.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes my brain does that.
Wow, you were thinking about the big brain plays. Okay. Whew.
You gotta think big brain plays with halts, otherwise you don't get them to get smart players. Like, you can drop dumbasses off the edge of a bridge over and over and over again. With smart players, you gotta get it where they don't see the ball at all, right?
Yeah, that would have. Yeah, God, if you would have gotten that, that would have been insane. Oh my God.
I know, I just mechanically biffed it because that's more, this is mechanical. And I don't think it would have worked anyway, because they ended up backing up as opposed to pushing forward, but that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is that they might push forward after that high noon, and I could try to yank them off. And I need to shove up here instead of, I get a little bit nervous and back up. Yeah, I should need to push in. And then I can give Parker some body block too.
Well, especially because he went up. It's
Yeah,
like all of a sudden he's lost his tank.
Yeah, I need to be up here with him. I'm playing still too much Ul Narisa, as opposed to like run up shooting in your face Arisa. Somehow we still win this fight though. No, it's the next one we somehow still win.
No, you guys get this one.
Do we? Okay. Oh yeah, right. I kind of feel like her jump should be more interesting, because she's a pony. Like it should have a whole like dressage feel to it or something. Yeah, shields up, not getting that one.
Like the Bonko.
Yeah, I like the.
I'm finally starting to get a little bit of feel on how to, when to use those well, you know? That shield breaks in 1 second. In like almost literally 1 second, that shield disappears.
Nobody gets hit by Shadow,
And
which is great.
bye!
It's hard because like if you guys you have both your healers left and hopefully McCree's there and hopefully Ball's there and we've lost both our tanks. As soon as this barrier comes back, I feel like you should push in.
Well, we just lost Anna.
Okay.
Anna just respawned,
Okay.
right? Because she just respawned. But yeah, I mean, I see why you'd want to push in at this point. I'm just tanking the shot from the back.
You guys win anyway, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
This is the map we won.
I know what I can say. You reload too much.
Oh yeah, Arisa. Anytime I think I have a chance to reload, I will be middle of the firefight. It takes so goddamn much time. So I get a little bit nervous about like topping off constantly.
Reload too much.
Should have reloaded right there, for example, and then I thought about it and didn't. Because it's a you know, I'm not shooting. Anytime I don't have to shoot.
There was.
No, I'm
middle
sure I
of the
reload too often.
fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
and
the
probably
middle,
I reload and
instead of keep
take cover.
shooting.
Yeah. Push forward here instead. Yeah, I was hiding, so I reloaded there because I was in cover anyway. Where I should have been forward, but that's why I did it. Res. Gonna reload here because I'm not shooting. I change it, switch it out for the halt. Huge. So just not getting shattered there, that, like where Katie stood to not get shattered was so smart. Yeah, that would have been a really good place for a higher halt.
Step right
If I would hear the Russian.
Yeah, so that was the only reload that you really didn't need. But I
Right,
do
was right
like
there, yeah.
I do like that you like fire until you get around the corner, then you reload, and then you come back around the corner as soon as your reload's done. So your positioning on that was great. You did it multiple times.
Yeah, I think my basic Orisa gameplay loop is pretty strong, but I need to make better positional decisions about how I interact with my team. And more, I can always get better at halt. Halt is Orisa's like high skill technique.
Yeah, so that's perfect timing, and then you come back out.
I stepped forward to try to get take a little heat off of Parker when Zen was shooting at him, and it worked.
Yeah. Yep. Mercy with the res.
Katie was rezzing me pretty much like exactly on her cooldown for like 2 times in a row or something. Or maybe that was when we were playing with Mickey a different time.
You aim down a lot. That's what I would say is your biggest thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Aiming
I don't.
down.
I don't remember if it's. It looks like it's the same thing on Zarya. Let's see. Yeah, you're looking at the ground. Like I know. So with with Zarya, you're looking at the ground because you're trying to alternate right clicks and laser, and with Orisa, you're looking down, like, if you need to put a shield and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But if you're not right-clicking with Zarya and you're not putting a shield down, try not to look down so much.
Okay. That is the first time anyone's commented on my basic sightline. I will definitely pay more attention to that.
Cause that's not like a generic tracking thing, where like if I say get better tracking, that's not helpful at all.
That's like a specific positional placement, right? I'm putting my attention more toward the ground than it should be.
Right.
I need to keep my eyes up a little more. I wonder if I look that way on like Wednesday. I'll have to actually like pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna guess it does. That I like just keep my sight line pushed slightly down toward, I don't know, about where someone's hips would be if they were standing directly in front
I think
of
a
me.
lot of people actually do. Like, see, even right there, you're kind of aiming at his legs a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's bouncing up and down through it, but it is a little bit aimed lower.
Yeah.
Like right at the center of the whole. So I wonder. I know with Sombra I try to shoot at the neck.
I am not a loser.
There he goes.
There he goes. That's okay. He's tired and sick, you know.
Yeah. He was definitely not at his best in his judgment.
It happens.
Yeah, we've all had days where we didn't play as well as we could. Oh man, I subbed for Valeris one day. Just a little bit off the whole day. It felt really bad. We lost that tournament game.
Yeah,
embarrassing.
still.
Oh god, there it is. It's a really good wall. And this is the object lesson on stay right in his butt.
You're still looking at the ground. I mean, it's not as noticeable when they're like far away, but
yeah, I'm just a little bit below the horizon line.
yep. And that might help because it looks like sometimes you try to correct that, and then you go too far up. And so if you can get your mouse to almost just move left and right for the most part.
Well, I use a trackball, so but yeah, I understand.
Oh,
the
that's
concept there.
Yeah. I heard about that. The track.
Yeah, people always freak out when they hear it. There are a couple of top 500 players that use trackballs. I got my my settings from a top 500 Orisa main who plays with a trackball.
Huh.
On Orisa main subreddit.
I don't think it's that people find it weird, but like, at least from my point of view, I find it deeply fascinating. I never heard of anyone playing an FPS game of any game at all with a trackball. Like, I heard people using like the little like computer nipple and like trackpads and stuff like that, but never really like a
Dude, trackpad
trackball.
and computer nipple sounds so like the little thumb thing are much less precise input than you get from a trackball. Trackball is actually it's more precise than a mouse because your rolling surface is so much bigger. But
I'd
it
imagine so.
It takes getting used to.
I am still in the fight.
Once.
Oh no! I think she's changing from mobile to PC. Yeah.
Ready for battle.
Nice.
I excited the engine.
And any second now. There he goes!
And yeah, what's really unfortunate about that is that he wraps around to the right and you're wrapping around to the right, so you can't even bubble him.
Nope.
Yikes.
And that's it, right? Our last real opportunity is now gone.
Yeah,
So
now
it's
you
this, like crazy desperate push
Yep.
instead.
and that makes you use beat early, and then you can't focus
And
the
beat,
grab. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So there, Katie touches there. I should have seen. That's me. Yeah, I just am not thinking as clearly as I need to in that last like desperate push there. Or I should have known that she touched, and I need to stop and like actually read through how the overtime touch stuff works, so I can like, because I know there's like like the rotating on and off. I need to understand how like the actual thing works in those last few seconds, so I can behave more rationally.
So you have. Sorry, Nettie, go ahead.
I don't have anything to say.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Okay. So you have to touch within 3 seconds. So you have to touch at 97, which she's touching at 97. So you guys will get into overtime.
Uh-huh.
And then the overtime wick, it actually burns pretty slow at the beginning.
Yeah. The first overtime takes a long time.
Because once you guys officially get off here... Like, it's even been going for a while, and it goes very slow.
It doesn't just like vanish the way it
Yeah.
actually.
So basically...
Test just barely.
Let's see. I want to see if we can get an estimate. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes about 5 seconds. Right?
Uh-huh.
Let's assume that it was at full time or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So if you touch at 97, you have almost 10 seconds to get a second touch on.
Uh-huh.
Right? That's a long
No,
time.
10 seconds is a long time. 10 seconds is a not insignificant amount of time.
So then you get one person to touch after the 8, 9, 10 seconds or whatever, and then you have another 5 seconds to touch, and then another 5 seconds to touch.
Right.
So, yeah, you don't, until it's like been going on for a while, you don't need people to consistently touch.
Uh-huh.
And then if you go around to the left like we talked about, then that kind of gives you an opportunity where you can touch if the Reinhardt can't make it because he's getting booped or whatever. Whereas if you're all in a group and May walls, then you're screwed. Or if Lucio boops you all off, then you're screwed. So it gives you multiple angles of attack, which is kind of what Ice has from the back.
Right.
But... yeah.
Cool. All right, so I've got some specific things to take for both of those tanks, and just a couple of general principles illustrated well, like we talked about the overtime stuff. We talked about angles in general, and like how you do that when you're supporting a tank, how your off angle works. There's a whole secondary conversation about how off angling is like a sniper that's going to be totally different. But that's not a conversation we're having right now. And then we had the specifics for the two heroes. So.
Oh my god.
More trash
yeah.
damage.
All of your videos are up. Wow.
If you just want to see all of my perspective on those games, what you're missing though is the voice, which involves a lot of, I think I'm gonna die, and I need help.
Yep. Yeah, if it's just a replay, I can't record any of the
No, I know.
the audio,
That's
but
that is the unfortunate thing about the replay system.
well, I mean, we're not even talking in game; we're talking through Discord too. So
Right. Yeah, so we'd have to record it like at my computer level, and then post that. And I can't. I've got like a pretty good recording software that is nice, but it takes, if I record a whole comp game, including the break in the middle while we're all like talking and stuff, so you can get like, which I used to do for my old coach. A 17 or 18 minute video takes about 20 hours for me to upload. And because of the way YouTube's upload system works, you can't pause it and do other shit. So it just eats all of my bandwidth for like a day. If I have to upload a video, if I upload a long VOD review, even if it's only like 720, right? Or like a smaller resolution. So keep frame rate high, but resolution lower. Even with that, it's like, it just took too long. It was so prohibitive, I couldn't fucking deal with it. So Nettie was like offers to, like you guys are doing, to record from your perspective and then upload it. But about that same time that started being possible, we got like a whole bunch of other members in the server that are better instructors, and we started playing more stacked. So I started learning more that way, and needed a little bit less of that kind of like one-on-one instruction. It was all support play too, so like any tank, she didn't have a ton of commentary on tank stuff, but it was always really trippy trying to get in touch with her too, because she lives in Japan and has like a fucked up sleep schedule. So it'd always be like some weird conversation at 3 in the morning her time.